Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Master Duel. He's here everyone. The Blue Eyes structure deck is finally here on Master Duel. And they did not put it in a structure deck. They put it inside a booster pack. That included a bunch of other support cards for various other archetypes. But unfortunately, as you can see here, it's only a 30 card deck. I looked at OCG lists and checked what was missing, and lo and behold, it is missing the most important engine that this deck ever got, and that's the Primite engine, which is not in the game yet, but people are theorizing that it will be coming to Master Duel sooner rather than later. So the 10 slots that are free here in this specific build is specifically reserved for the entire Primite package. And once that arrives, then and only then will I be playing this deck in particular. But for now, you are seeing the bones of the future. And once Ryziel and Malice come into this game, oh boy, we will finally be looking at a brand new format. But for now, we will still have to stick with facing off against Snake Eyes, Fiendsmith, and Azamina in whatever combination, or all of the above, depending on the deck, but it's usually all of the above. So I will be tackling the ranked ladder with Yubel Fiendsmith per usual, but before we do that, let's go over my specific build of the deck. Okay, here we are with my specific build of Yubel Fiendsmith for the ranked ladder here on Master Duel, and as you can see, it's a 42 card monstrosity, simply because this is nearly identical to the quote-unquote stock list of Master Duel, or rather of Yubel Fiendsmith that you will find here on Master Duel at the current moment. And Fiendsmith's tract is usually only at 2, and I have been playing it at 2, and it's usually more than enough, but the one that I simply cannot bring myself to consider is just one copy rather of Nightmare Pain. I have bumped it up to 2 because more often than not, people will find ways to destroy the one copy that you do indeed have, and you will have an extremely hard time recovering it. I have been actually considering cutting the trap card that you would usually search off of Sharvara, but it is a necessity just to have an additional way to recover from disruption. Now, the other builds have the entire Mulcharmy package, you know, just 3 Fualos, 3 Parulia, but the format is so bad right now, Droll and Lockbird is an absolute necessity. This is definitely a sign that the format has gone to extreme shit, because Droll and Lockbird has been released from the Black Ops site of Konami yet again. This game, you know, as bad as it is, there is still some bit of fun to be had. It's a little modicum of fun, but it's still fun. And we're just gonna jump straight into it. See you guys in the duels. Won the die roll immediately, so we're going to spend the next 200 seconds comboing off of my opponent's face. And we started with a purely Yubel hand, but that can very easily turn around. So we're gonna do the usual. We're gonna get Opening of the Spirit Gates. We're gonna get the Dark Beckoning Beast. We're gonna normal summon one of them. We'll get the second copy of Opening of the Spirit Gates. You've all seen this combo before if you've been playing on Master Duel for the past couple of weeks. You're definitely tired of this by now. But we still push on. So we get Gravescormer. Then we put that Destroy card. Hell no, we will not do that. And then, just as insurance, because we don't exactly have a Called by the Grave in our hand, but we do have a Called by the Grave in our extra deck, which is a Phantom of Yubel. And then we do full Fiendsmith combo. Yeah, you've seen this before, but my opponent isn't doing anything, like, at all. So it's only mildly concerning that they're not doing anything, like, at all here. But we do have a way to extend, so we're gonna see. And then we're gonna keep going here, and I will keep at least this first combo line in the video, hopefully capture it on camera. I do have an image of me accomplishing the combo for the first time, and it is glorious. I don't know if I'll even have the wherewithal to put it on screen, but it's pretty typical, well, quote unquote typical. It would usually have a cracker here on the top row, then the Unchained Soul of Rage somewhere in the mix, and then of course you know, you got Phantom Yubel here, and then a bunch of other stuff. So you guys are gonna see it. I think, because my opponent is literally not doing anything at all. So I guess I'll just combo to Kingdom Come here. And do note that once Lacrima doesn't need to get banned, you just go into Desiree and then proceed with your other combo lines from here. Then we will fuse away, I don't know, these two, because we can. We're gonna leave Agnus Dei in the graveyard. So there we go. Then we'll use Lacrima's effect, the extra deck Lacrima, to revive the Engraver. Oh wait, I could have gotten more advantage if I added him to hand first. I keep forgetting that specific line that Fiendsmith has, that you add him to hand first and then you get him out after you've used the Fiendsmith Lurie. So there's that. But this is a slightly shorter way of doing it, especially if you're quote-unquote confident that nothing else much is gonna happen. So what you do here is you send the Samsara these nuts to the graveyard, and then once that's done, that's the entire Fiendsmith combo line done. You go into Muckracker now, and then you revive Samsara these nuts out of the graveyard, and then, you know, you do the whole rigmarole from there. Let's see if I do indeed do it, because again, my opponent is not doing anything at all, so there's that. And then we discard that from hand, sadly, but it is a necessary evil. So we do that, then we tribute off Samsara these nuts, and then we summon the Spirit of Yubel, and there we go. And then we do that, and then we'll set one of the Nightmare Pains right here, and then we do this. We will, actually, we'll do this first. Since we control a level 10 monster, we'll recover one of the stuff that we discarded. Then, now we do this. Yeah, I believe we do so. Oh, we can't do that first. But no, I won't. So we'll destroy this, and no, we will not use Muckracker. That's only more for defense, and now we'll add these Samsara, these nuts to hand, just as recovery for later. Then Spirit of Yubel will do its thing, and then we'll summon OG Yubel. Again, my opponent has not done anything at all, so we will return. We don't really need Lacrima anymore, so we'll just return Sequence back into the deck. We'll summon out the Engraver, and then we'll link away. We'll get Yama, and yeah, I think we're gonna do the whole Yubel Fiendsmith combo line here without too much difficulty. But if my opponent isn't doing anything, then that may or may not mean that they have a banger of a hand. So we're gonna find out soon enough. Okay, that happens. We can special summon one of these guys, but I believe just summoning this one out is it'll do. It'll do. So we'll end up with just 3 disruptions. It's not too strong, but it's more than enough. I believe this is going to be enough here. Yeah, I think this will be fine. This will be fine. We didn't end with Feedsmith's Tract, unfortunately. I could have definitely done that and had additional bodies on board, but let's just hope that this will be good enough, because we have 2 disruptions in Unchained Soul of Rage going into SP Little Knight that would banish stuff out of my opponent's rotation of shit, and then we also have Phantom Yubel to stop whatever it is my opponent is going to plan to do here. Okay, Mobilize is fine. We will literally just link it away, and oh, that is definitely a way to stop my shenanigans. But he does have a choose your poison type of choice here, because if he gets Phantom of Yubel, he will not be able to do too much, or rather, wait, what's he targeting? He's targeting Phantom of Yubel. All right, cool. That would shut down my wait. He doesn't I don't even know if he has any Yubel stuff, but I guess he's just doing that to remove the shit that I have. So I guess we do this. because we literally do not have anything else for this matter. And then the effect will be negated anyway, so that's fine. We will not use Muckracker here. We'll just set Sharvada down as a defender, and also as a way to quote-unquote fizzle the Widow Anchor. Then they're gonna use Mobilize, which I assume they're going to call out either Hayate. Oh, they called out Kagari immediately. That is only mildly concerning, but yeah, they definitely did a good job by getting rid of Phantom Yubel because it's one of the few monster negates that my opponent has. So there's that. But I believe we can just get it back? Question mark? No, we do not. All right, cool. I guess we get back Spirit because we can. There we go. Then we destroy a card. Yes, we will. We'll destroy this, and no, we will still not use Muckracker. No, 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 no. We get Sharvada down, and this will give. There we go. And yeah, this is why I prefer at least two copies of Nightmare Pain. Just as a way to get rid of shenanigans like this. And okay, using a second Widow Anchor, and I am forgetting the fact that none of the Sky Striker weapons are once per turn, so there's that. So forcing the issue here, we'll have to fuse away Kagari, but if they have, no, they do not. Alright, cool. So we'll summon out SP Little Knight. We'll put her here. I mean, it's the only way. Then we do that there. Then Widow Anchor, Phantom Yubel does their thing. No, we will not set it. We will add it to our hand. There we go. And then SP Little Knight does their thing. Now, this decision will make or break my shenanigans here, but I believe getting rid of airspace is the call rather than the stuff that's already in their graveyard. Or we can get rid of the stuff. Actually, no. Yeah, getting rid of airspace definitely makes them work slightly harder. More than, you know, just getting rid of stuff that's integrated. Because Sky Striker does... okay, they had it nonetheless. Okay. Let's see what they triple tack into. I mean, it's safe to assume that... okay. Oh, Mobilize Engage is a normal spell. I did not realize that. Okay, then. I always thought Mobilize Engage was a quick play, but no, it wasn't. Okay, that is good to know. So they are going to get either one of the Sky Striker spells or one of the monsters. But okay, they get Afterburners. That is cool. I would assume they're going to target, I don't know, either SP or, I mean, they definitely can't target Spirit because that will just grant me slightly more advantage. But if they do indeed target one of my monsters, then their main goal actually is to just get Nightmare Pain out of rotation so that they can attack freely without having to, you know, repeatedly hit into one of my Yubel monsters. And he is indeed going for Spirit, which is fascinating, but they will end up destroying one of my shit anyway, which is Nightmare Pain. But let's see what happens if they do not. Oh wait, no. It's an if statement. Then if, all right, we're gonna find out what happens if this occurs. If we negate the well, quote unquote, if we negate the destruction, and it just fizzles. All right, cool. Is it because it needs to destroy the monster first? Okay, yeah, it has a comma. All right, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so getting into Mobilize Engage again, trying to recover. Because they simply do not... I don't think they have an easy way to get by this. Well, we're gonna find out. Because I am down to my last point of interaction, which is momentarily getting rid of the creature using SP Little Knight's ability here. And, okay. Sky Striker Airspace, Area 0, sure. I believe that's just a once per turn. No, it's not. Alright, cool. A lot of the Sky Striker stuff is not once per turn. I keep forgetting that. This is like one of the last vestiges of non-hard once per turns from that era. But I guess... Okay, finally. Ray has made her appearance. Okay, cool. So using airspace and sending that. Why? we're gonna force the issue here. We're gonna try to do that thing, and so that you can tribute Ray off and then miss your target instead. Of course, yep, to be expected. But now we are out of interaction, because that is our last thing that we can indeed do. So we're just gonna hope that my opponent barely has anything. I mean, they do barely have anything left, so there is that. Oh, it still quote-unquote resolves, but it doesn't add, I believe. Yeah. Oh, that is fascinating. It's an eighth and B, but A, it doesn't matter if A doesn't resolve properly. It's A resolve as much as possible thing. See, this is one of the more confusing things about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's similar to Vanguard in certain ways, where you can and can't do certain things when other certain things happen in a certain sequence. So that's definitely an example there, especially with the other stuff that happened just now. But yeah, my opponent was not able to get rid of Nightmare Pain, so they are forced to attack into Spirit of Yubel. Unless they have some other way to get rid of Nightmare Pain, I will be pecking them for 1,500 apiece. So, unless of course I get my other Yubels into rotation, which is not too far off, because my graveyard is loaded. So we're going to see what else my opponent could potentially have here. Okay, Shark Cannon is definitely a way. It banishes a monster from my graveyard. But let's see what they banish, though. Because I do have ways of, well, just very limited ways of getting stuff out of my banish pile. So we're gonna see. And I just noticed now that my opponent's icon is, I believe this is one of the weather painters. And then you have the Called by the Grave hand just doing its thing on it. Meanwhile, me with mind control and the old guy from Called by the Grave. Good God, this is like their most popular pair of player icons yet, and I love it. They chose Muckracker. Interesting. So they're gonna go for a link line, I would assume. But this only, I believe, gets tribute monsters, or rather gets fiend monsters. Yeah, it only gets fiend monsters, but it is not. Oh, okay, it is one of the newer ones. Azalea Temperance. If special summon, you can banish a spell from your hand or graveyard target monster with 2,500. Equip it as an equip spell. That is an extremely unique way of removing the problem on board. Kudos to you, opponent. I did not know this was a thing. That is cool. That is cool. So we need to find a way to get rid of Azalea here, or at the very least, get Spirit of Yubel back. But I do have a quote-unquote starter, so we're gonna see. And I was able to reduce my opponent down to like just this. So it was a very, very well thought out battle. And oh, Wither Anchor is definitely something. They're gonna have to activate it like pronto. So there is that. Maxi, you're not exactly useful in this matchup, so we're just gonna move it right along. We're gonna get Engraver. We're gonna return Lacrima back into the deck, where he is nice and safe and sound. And then we'll summon him in attack position. We'll deal with him later. And then we can destroy a Dark Fiend in hand, but I believe we need to do this first. Do we have a level 10 in the graveyard? Yes, we do. We do have OG Yubel, so there's that. We will discard Opening the Spirit Gates. There we go. Let's see what my opponent's not doing anything yet. Not yet, anyway. So we do that. There we go. Opponent is not responding as of yet, so we'll do this. And then, what do you have, opponent? Nothing yet. We'll add back the Opening of the Spirit Gates back to hand, and I keep forgetting that it's only a soft once per turn, so it's only once per turn per copy. So we summon this. We get another spirit. I believe our spirits, all our spirits, are accounted for. Well, one is on my opponent's side of the field. So we're gonna do this. Let's see if my opponent does something about it. No, they do not. So we'll get our last copy of spirit. And then we'll get it's getting Desiree here. The call. This is like 5,000 points of damage, like easy. But I don't know how useful it is. We could get Faruja or rather Varudras. There we go. I guess we just move into combat for now. We're not going to be too greedy here. We'll just swing in for 5,000 points of damage, simply because they cannot do anything about this. So let's see. Okay, that is fine, I guess. So we're going to go into Desiree here, because we can. We'll get this, and then we'll get, I guess, this. No, we'll get this. There we go. And then this, we get sequence. I would assume. Oh, I don't have enough material. I did not realize that. Okay, then we move on to plan B then. So we'll shuffle away this and this. There we go. And then we'll get this guy out. There we go. And then I believe that'll be fine for now. So yeah, definitely a punt and a half there. So we're gonna summon some out of these nuts. Yes, we will summon it onto the field. There we go. Then we'll get Yubel's effect, where we will tribute away some out of these nuts. And yes, actually no, we'll just tribute away sequence because that's not gonna do too much on the field. So my opponent could potentially die unless he uses Widow Anchor like properly, or rather on the right target here, because it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. He has to attack, so there's that. He's going to special summon a lot this turn, so let's see what other effects chain on the field here, and let's see. He either makes me draw a lot of cards, or he quote-unquote dies this turn, so we're gonna find out soon enough what's gonna happen. So Metalfoes Fusion, yep, shuffle that back in, draw one card. It's like I believe that people use that tech card. It's an amazing piece of tech, so there's that. So sending that to the graveyard, my graveyard in specific. So that's a target for me. At least Spirit of the second copy of Spirit of Yubel is back into my rotation. So I believe my opponent was quote-unquote forced to do that. So okay, moment of truth. So let's see who he targets. Again, it's a pick your poison scenario, because I mean, he could actually just pick Spirit of OG Yubel here. Okay, getting Phantom, its effects are negated, but he still has to attack with Azalea into Yubel because Nightmare Pain is still up. I don't think he got a copy of Afterburners, at least none that I know of, because his Afterburners is in the graveyard at the moment. So he needs to recover that if he wants to. Oh, okay, that's another way to deal with it. So that is fine by me. If he does that, then that will force me to use some out of these nuts. So there's that. Yep, definitely the thing here. Tributing that off. I'm assuming you use the second effect to get them out of rotation momentarily, and then both of us won't have anything on the field. Love YuGiOh, and when it comes to the wire like this, so there we go. Although he can still banish something, albeit in a more permanent fashion. So this is a really damn good first duel, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yep, as expected, my opponent will be special summoning this turn. He may actually just try to kill me, or at the very least do a lot of damage, but I have absolutely no interaction left. And okay then. If you add something to hand, then but you have to add something from the main deck, so that you can stop doing stuff. But I actually don't want to use Droll in this specific situation, simply because I want to keep drawing cards. And I'm just realizing we're both at nearly equal deck sizes here. And if he summons again, when I'll also be down to probably around 20 something. Once he is indeed done with that. But he did get linkage, which will allow him to potentially OTK me here. So we're gonna see. Okay, yep, 21. Then using linkage. He is not using linkage. That is fascinating. Okay then, and yeah, definitely the two. That's one of those is most definitely Widow Anchor. So that is okay. And he even gets Shark Cannon. Oh yeah. It's going to be an uphill battle from here. So we're gonna find out how we fight through this. I believe getting the Fiendsmith stuff out first will be imperative, but because we no longer have any targets, we are in space station trouble. So we're gonna start with this first. We're gonna get Engraver. We're gonna return Sequence back into the deck. You were an unfortunate casualty there because I forgot that I had no targets. So we're gonna see. So we put that there. There we go. And then we get Engraver into the Graveyard. And there we go. We'll add Fiendsmith's Tract. And then, what do we do here? What do we do here? I guess, you know, I think I should just... Well, this is a discard. And it will be discarded. Ooh! Okay, then. Do you have something for this opponent? Question mark? I would assume you do. So, we'll summon Spirit. There we go. Luri was discarded. And he will summon himself out. And then, move into combat. Swing. Opponent. I don't know why he just turned off inhibitors here, but okay then. I don't know what my opponent didn't do here, but I guess did he not have enough spells in his graveyard at that point? I do not know, but that was definitely one hell of a first duel. Good God, I need to take a small break after that one. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, going second here, lost the die roll, so let's see what we have. We open with Fualos, so this is an Ash Blossom check. Do you have a negation for this opponent, or will I be drawing cards? I will be drawing cards, or this just skips my opponent's turn entirely. Although, we can do something about this, surprisingly. I just set stuff, and then potentially just wait it out until we get to a negation for this guy. But it's going to be a ways away. So, opponent is having one hell of a bad day. So, I'm just going to move to the next interesting point, which is going to take a while, or I just lose. So, we're gonna see. See you guys there. Okay, news update here, fellas. He is not playing Stun. He literally just opened with Barrier Statue and is playing Ice Jades. That's a really flex style like start right there. You want to stop an opponent's turn? Use a Barrier Statue. That is cool. So opponent using Ice Jades here. I don't know how dead I am, but I mean he could just attack, you know, simply because I was not able to set anything up at all. So yeah, okay. If I'm not able to set up anything like within actually now, if I don't do anything now, I am quite definitely dead. Fualos is definitely something that will kill me. Let's move on to the next duel. Lost the die roll, so let's see what my opponent has cooking for us here. We do have a draw, just in case they are on some unfair combo bullshit, which is 90% of the ranked ladder right now. It's not unfair combo bullshit, but it's bullshit nonetheless. We could get reincarnation to a death here. So we're gonna stop them, like right frickin' now, so that they won't add reincarnation to their hand. And this will also stop a lot of the searching that Trickstar is known to do. So we're gonna see. Oh god, that completely stops them in their tracks. I am so sorry for what I'm about to do to you, opponent. Unless this set back row here will also stop me dead in my tracks. So we're actually going to lead with Dark Beckoning Beast, and if my opponent doesn't auto-surrender here, I will definitely combo off pretty goddamn hard. I will combo off pretty goddamn hard because that was the right way to start things off. Because I'll use Fiendsmith's Tract to get Luri, but if I have defense against Maxi and or Ash Blossom, so we're gonna find out how prepared my opponent is. Do you have something for this? No? Well, not yet, so we're gonna find out soon enough. If they do have something, we will discardo. There you go. And then once that's discarded, he will try to summon himself. Maxi, sure. Again, I'm always more scared of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. But you are struggling, and me using Drone and Lockbird on your turn just means that your hand is sort of bad. Ooh! Okay. So that was bait. That is fascinating. Alright, cool. He did have a Droll in hand, so that means he has Candina and one unknown. So we won't be doing any more searching, which is sad, but I don't think we are in too much of a problem. So first, we're going to get into the Fiendsmith line. There we go. Move to Ghost Heaven. And then we do this. There we go. Then Requiem. And then we tribute Requiem. We sadly do not have a way to revive stuff out of our graveyards, so we're just going to put Agnus Dei in attack position, and then we will equip the Requiem onto him. Yeah, simple as that. 2400 per turn. It's a 4-turn clock, opponent. If you don't have anything for this, I don't know what to tell you. He's a decent attacker if he has his coffin equipped, so go, opponent. And then on my draw phase, I will use Max C because I don't want it to bother me at all, because I know I called Body Grave it anyway. But we do have an Infinite Permanence. It could potentially stop whatever it is my opponent is doing, so there's that. Cannot be used. Okay, sure. Candina, sure. Add a Trickstar card. I mean, I am empty-handed, so whatever it is you're gonna do here, opponent, it better kill me, or at least put me close to it. So Trickstar combos are, I am not quite sure how good they are these days. I do know that they got a new wave of support. I am not sure if this is one of them, because I don't exactly keep track of stuff that is like below the meta line. Unfortunately, but it is good to see anime archetypes getting updates to you know, to make them more viable for the modern day. So let's see if they do manage to kill me here, which is very easy because they negated my one way of stopping their shenanigans. Although Agnus Dei is 2400, so it's not exactly the easiest to get over, but if they do indeed kill me, then yeah, kudos to them. So, although they do have only one card in hand, but if there's one thing about Trickstars, they link climb very, very easily. So, I'll just get back to you guys either at the beginning of my turn, if I survive this onslaught, or at the end of the duel, where I got burned to death by these wonderful, wonderful fairy idols who love burning stuff, which is fascinating. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, Oviraptor just bobbing his head in the background. I definitely lost that one very, very handily. Yeah, they through a combination of various burn effects and my opponent having decently sized attackers, and of course me with you know, they answered stuff at the right time. I definitely lost that one. Although, good job to the idols. They definitely put me through quite the ringer. Let's move on to the next duel. Finally won the die roll again, so let's see how hard I can combo off. Not very hard, unfortunately. We don't have enough bodies that are that can do this. This is one of those bricky hands, unfortunately. We just have to go into Luri and hope for the best. Unless, of course, my opponent does something here, which is not exactly too far off. So we're gonna find out. So going to Requiem, then we're gonna see what else my opponent does. They might have something. Oh God. So we tribute that off. Let's see what happens. Ash Blossom is something, but I do have Crossout Designator. So let's see what else my opponent does about that information. There we go. So we'll name Ash Blossom, enjoy his feet. Then let's see. Then we will, of course, always banish away the Royal Rare copy that I got. So there we go. then Requiem will get Engraver in a defense position. And then that's it, unfortunately. Or we can do something about this, which is this. But we do have to destroy Engraver. Oh wait, no, we can do it. All right, cool. We destroy Engraver because we have Luri in the graveyard, so we can summon him back out. And Sharvara's a level 6, so we might still have full combo here. And of course that's before the Max C does its thing. So Engraver, shuffle back in, I believe, Luri, because we'll need the other guys for later. So there we go. Okay, now that this is here, I'm not quite sure what to do from here. That's there. I believe we just go into Wave Hiking Caesar, surprisingly, because or we go into Sequence and move from there. So, but we are under the gun here, so with Max C. So I believe just going to Wave Hiking Caesar is the go. So unfortunate, because I could have done more, but we don't. We're under Max C, and this is a very combo heavy deck, so I don't want my opponent drawing too many cards. And let's see what else happens here. I mean, I just have Solemn Strike on legs, so it's not going to help too much. But that's one of those. This is one of those things that it does stop. So we're definitely going to negate that. Ooh, we got Forbidden Dropleted. That's unfortunate. So my hero opponent will definitely just kill me here somehow. If there's one thing that the hero archetype does, it's just OTKing. Yeah, we're just gonna turn that off, let our opponent kill me. So we're actually going to cut the video here because I don't want to subject you guys to too much more of Yubel Fiendsmith, because you've probably already seen. Oh dear, I think my microphone cut out for a second there because my mouse started blinking rapidly, but we're at the end of the video anyway, so I'm not going to trouble myself too much about that. But yeah, I'm not going to subject you guys to too much more of Yubel Fiendsmith. I will probably go over more of the more casual side of things, you know, using Black Wings and whatnot. Although I do have the King of the Skull Servants deck nearly rebuilt at full. I'm going to be taking that and the Blackwing deck more to the casual rooms now, more than just the Blackwings. So look forward to that in the coming days. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to lose here. And yeah, you'll be seeing more of Yubel Fiendsmith and any of the Fiendsmith-centric decks in the future until something gets done about the deck. And of course, once main deck Lacrima and Agnus Dei, which is the other Link 2 that comes into Master Duel, we'll definitely see more iterations from these decks once they do arrive. But for now, my opponent is just gonna find a way to come here. It's hero. They probably have plenty of ways to do it. So we're gonna get here, and if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share it among your friends. And until next time, toodles.